Hey, my name is King, and today we're taking a look at the summer 2023 anime season. You remember me, right? You know, everybody's favorite AniTuber, the guy who uploads 2 times a year, whose videos are only the what I'm watching in this season video and then never makes a video following that. You know, what can I say? I don't have a genuine good reason. Look, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, but look at you. Look at you in your face. Stupid little face. Saying,
oh my gosh, it's like you never finished an anime that you say you're gonna watch in those videos.
Hey, that's not true. I watch like half of them. But in reality, you know, actually, I'm not gonna give an excuse like I was about to give an excuse like I normally do. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna say I will be better. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna finish this. All right, the spring seasonal review is coming. That's gonna happen. That's not gonna get drafted off into the desert like the winter one was, okay? Chill. But with that preamble out of the way, it is time to look at the summer 2023 anime season. Can you believe it? The year's already halfway over. Winter and spring are both gone, and it's actually been a decent year with anime so far. And I would say that spring has been a fantastic season. And now it's time for us to take a look at what we're gonna be watching for the next 3 months. So as always, welcome back to AniChart. We're gonna be doing what we usually do, where we go through the top 30 most popular choices for anime that air this next season, and we might even go through the next few, who knows, but I probably won't. Like there's a reason these aren't in the top 30, you know what I mean? And I will say first, before we even start, there's one down here that I'm watching. This Tonikawa 4-episode like extra thing they're doing, the high school days, where Nasa is gonna go like teach at an all-girls high school for like a quick thing, and then Tsukasa's like upset at him about something. I don't really know. It sounds cute though. I'm gonna watch it. Then of course we also got Baki season 2 coming out. Obviously watching that. But going back up to the top though for the real list, we're gonna start here with Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. And they felt to not give a bio, so it just says the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen, which, if we're all being honest, is enough for us. We're obviously going to be watching this. I think that the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen was solid. I thought it was fine. I thought the movie was fantastic. And so hopefully this next season is more like the movie than like the first season, because I found that the movie was more my jam. It was a lot more dramatic and darker, and it still had the comedic elements and all the trademarks of Jujutsu Kaisen, but it was in a much darker, serious way, and I found that I preferred that a lot more. Moving on to the next one, we got Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Season 2. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that Mushoku Tensei and I have not had the greatest of relationships. I thought that the first season was like just above mid. Now let me explain, chill. I thought that the first part of the first core was good. I thought the second part of the first core was bad. I thought the first part of the second core was bad, and I thought the second part of the second core was good. Does that make sense? We're at like 50-50 with this. But it seems to me that a lot of my issues with the show have kind of been written out, because I think it had to do with a lot of plot elements and where they were and the characters that were involved. And it seems that a lot of those characters had been written out of the show, and the characters are moving on, and it got a lot more mature and darker, and there's obviously a time skip, so the characters are older. So I think we're gonna get a lot more of a mature story. And so hopefully this can be a lot like that first half of the first core and the second half of the second core, and I think we'll have a fantastic season. So for me, I'll give this one a full watch. Then we got Harimia the Missing Pieces. Now, if you don't know what this is, we've actually been talking about this a lot on the OTAKU Experience, the show I host over on the Bur Network. Check it out. But this is actually an adaptation of all of the other stories in the Harimia manga that didn't make it into the original anime adaptation. Because if you remember, they took the original anime adaptation, they took the entire manga, which was about this long, and then they took it, made it this long, and then told the entire story in the anime. Well, in doing so, there's a lot more stories that they didn't tell, and they're kind of gonna have an anthology series where every episode could be like its own standalone thing, but will ultimately add on to the story and the emotion that we feel in the main series. I'm super excited for it. If you guys remember, back in 2021, this was like, I think in my top 5 anime of the year. I loved it. And so I'm obviously going to be checking this out. So for me, Harimia the Missing Pieces is getting a full watch. Then we have Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, The Separation. Oh, I didn't know it had a name. I thought it was just gonna be the second part. And this is obviously the second part of Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, which the first part was fantastic. Obviously, I binged all of Bleach last year in preparation for 1000-Year Blood War, and it was fantastic. I think that 1000-Year Blood War is the best that Bleach has been so far, and I'm very excited for the second part of Bleach. I don't even know what to expect. I don't know what to theorize. I haven't read the manga, so I'm just sitting here like everybody died in the first part, so what could they do now? Obviously, full watch. It's going to be super intense. It's going to be super crazy. And I'm excited just to see how they're going to deal with this Quincy problem. Up next, after many years of waiting, we heard that it was happening, but it never happened. It's finally here. Masamune-kun's Revenge is coming back. And this is the second season of Masamune-kun's Revenge. We did a Batame episode, I think like 2 years ago. Got taken down and got striked. I don't know why. I guess because they were mad that I talked about it like it was a bad anime, but I actually didn't mind it all that much. I think it was the best show that we watched in that series. And so since I didn't mind it, I think I will check this show out, the second season, but if it's not for me, I'll give myself a chance to dip out of it. So I'll give this one a 4-episode rule. Now you might be wondering, Israel, why not a 3-episode rule? Because that's stupid. You give stories, in my opinion, at least, you should give stories the first act, because most stories are in 3 acts, so you should give them the first act to see if they can hook you, which in this case, most anime are 12 episodes, so in this case it would be 4. All right, up next we have Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead, and just from the key visual and the trailer that we got, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I am already super stoked just to check this out based on those and also the reception of it. I think it looks really intriguing, but I don't really know like what the story of it is. To me, it just looked visually appealing and everybody was freaking out about it. So let's check out this bio. Surviving a zombie attack beats being a wage slave any day. Well, that's a way to start. What the? After spending years slaving away for a soul-crushing company, Akira's life has lost its luster. He lives in a trash-filled apartment, his pay is abysmal, and he can't even muster up the nerves to confess to his love, his beautiful co-worker. But when a zombie apocalypse ravages his town, it gives him the push he needs to live for himself. Now Akira's on a mission to complete all 100 items on his bucket list before he, well, kicks the bucket. Okay, you know, actually that sounds pretty fun. This gives the title a lot more meaning. And like I said, I was already intrigued. This bio just added more to that. So I'm actually interested to watch this. Gosh, do I give it a full watch? No, there's too many other shows on here that I already know I'm gonna give a full watch. I'll give this a 4-episode. I'm intrigued, but I don't want to commit just in case because there's so many other anime that I gotta watch this season because this season is stacked. Up next is one of those full watches and it's Rent a Girlfriend Season 3. Guys, this is cinema, best anime of the year, every year it's ever come out. Come on, don't lie to yourself. You know it's true. Either way, it's a full watch. You already know what's going on. Best anime. Then we got Tsuki na ko ga megane wo wasureta, or the girl I like forgot her glasses. And just from the trailers, they've released some trailers for this. And the animation has been so fantastic for no other reason that I kind of have to watch it just for that. I won't give it a full watch because I don't know what it's about, but I mean, obviously it probably has something to do with a girl forgetting her glasses. I mean, but either way, let's read out this synopsis. With the new school year comes a new homeroom, new classmates, and a new desk for the timid Komura. But any trepidation he might have felt quickly dissipates when he catches sight of Mie, his new seat neighbor. Apt to quietly blurt out the most random things, the quirky Mie wears thick glasses that accentuate her lovely eyes, making Komura's heart skip a beat. Unfortunately, Mie is pathologically forgetful and can never seem to remember to bring her glasses to class. It's not all bad though. Her resulting squinty mean girl face sends Komura's heart into overdrive too. While Komura is keen to help out and shares textbooks with Mie, will his heart give out from the almost daily strain of being up close and personal with his crush? And this sounds like almost a straightforward, just romance rom-com setup. Like, I mean, obviously we know what's gonna happen just based on that synopsis. It's gonna be 12 episodes of them goofing around. Could be cute, could not be. This is a comedy, so I'll give this one, I really want to check it out just for the animation. I'll give this one 2 episodes, just to gauge whether or not this comedy works for me. Then we have My Happy Marriage. Born to a noble family, Mio is married off to Kyoka, a soldier so heartless his prior fiancés fled. With nowhere to go, Mio slowly starts to open her heart to her cold husband-to-be. Could this be love? All right, well, that was like the most vague synopsis I've ever heard in my entire freaking life. I don't even know what to like think about this. But I have been seeing this making the rounds of the discussion lately when it comes to the summer anime, so I'll give this one a 1-episode rule. That synopsis didn't really catch me, but everybody seems to be like kind of interested to check it out, so I'll check it out as well. Then we have Bungo Stray Dogs Season 5, and as you guys know, because there was no winter seasonal review, this I didn't talk about ever. So we'll talk about this when this season comes out. So obviously this is gonna be getting a full watch. Do I need to read the synopsis? I don't think so, come on. Moving on, then we have Hataraku Mao-sama second season, or The Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2, I think Part 2, something like that. And I did not like the second part, or the first part of the second season. I didn't like it at all. So I'm gonna give this one 2 episodes to see if somehow they can turn this around, and if not, I'm gonna be done with this show, because I didn't mind the first season, but I don't really like that one. Then we have Textbook Shonen number 3. I mean, Liar Liar, totally original premise. Look at this poster, by the way. This is the most basic characters you've ever seen ever, but I'm sure it'll be like some guilty pleasure of mine. I'm sure I'll like it. A mind game of lies and deceit begins. At Academy Island, students battle in games to win stars, hoping to earn the prestigious title 7-star. Sarasa is last year's champion and is on track to win again until Hiroto, a new transfer student, hits the scene. Surprisingly, Hiroto defeats her by sheer luck. Now he must use bluffs and trickery to stay on top. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this just kind of sounds goofy, but I mean, I'm looking at this poster and I kind of have a desire just to like shake it. That's my toxic trait. I see the most bland thing ever in anime and I'm like, maybe we should watch that. So I'll give this one a 1-episode rule. We'll check it out. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it can make me laugh. Then we have Rurouni Kenshin Meiji Kenkaku Romantan 2023, which is a readaptation of the main manga of Rurouni Kenshin. So obviously everybody has to check this out. Obligatory. And maybe this can be like how like Trigun Stampede was for Trigun, where it's an adaptation, but it's kind of different. Or maybe they can like shed some light on different things that the original didn't, maybe give a different perspective to the overall same story. I don't know. I'm interested to check it out. The one thing that is probably my least favorite part about this so far is this new art style. And I say new, like this is new, but I guess I guess I would want it to be more, I don't know. It's just not like that super appealing to me. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, but it is Rurouni Kenshin, and we've gotten bad re-adaptations of manga series. So I'll give this one a 4-episode rule just to see if it's good. Because if it's not, I don't want to be beholden to watch the whole thing. You know what I mean? Then we have Reborn as a Vending Machine. What the fuck, man? What is this? Reborn as a vending machine, I now wander the dungeon. Why is this a sentence? Why is this a title? Why do I watch anime? We're ending the channel right now. After dying in a traffic accident, I find myself standing near an unfamiliar lake. My body won't move. I can't hear my voice, and when I try to shout in confusion, words that I never expected to come out. Get one free with a winner! It seems I've turned into a vending machine. I've turned into a vending machine. I can only do what actual vending machines can. It's impossible to move by myself, and there's no way for me to have a meaningful conversation. How am I gonna survive some fantasy world's dungeons like this? Oh man, I just, you know, the curiosity is gonna get the best of me. I gotta check this out. We'll give this one a 1-episode rule. I just have to see what's happening here. What the heck, man? Then we have Uchi no Kaisha no Chisai Senpai no Hanashi, or a story of a small senior in my company. And this one has gotten so much hate and discourse on Twitter and on other social media platforms, just even before this has come out, that I kind of like have to check it out. Like my curiosity is like, bro, why is there so much controversy even before this comes out? Like, is it only because she's short? Or like, is there something deeper at play? Like, I have to check it out. But either way, the bio says, Shinozaki is an office worker who is taken care of and coddled by his senior team member, Shiori Katase, who is gorgeous, profoundly kind, loving, and a diminutive woman. Shinozaki certainly hopes that she's not doing it out of duty, but her joy of doing so increasingly exposes her feelings. I don't see the issue here. This sounds like a really cute freaking romance thing. I don't know. I'll give it 1 episode. We'll see. I just gotta see what the freaking drama's about. Then we have Raiza no Atelier, Tokayami no Jo to Himitsu no Kakurega. And this is Atelier Raiza. This is based on the video game. And we've actually been talking about this also a bit on the Otaku Experience. Check it out. And to me, it kind of sounds like delightful. It sounds like really happy. So I'm already planning on watching it, but I will give it a 4 episode rule just because I've been covering it too much. I gotta, hopefully it's good. Then we have Yumemiru Danchi wa Genjitsu Shugisa, or The Dreaming Boy is a Realist. Sajo Wataru, who is deeply in love with his beautiful classmate Natsukawa Aika, is continuing to approach her without getting discouraged while having dreams about their mutual love. However, one day he woke up thinking, I'm not really fit to be together with someone as good as her, huh? Upon realizing this, Wataru started keeping an appropriate distance towards her, much to Aika's surprise. Could it be that he hates me now? Did his intention slip by her because she was getting impatient after arriving at the wrong conclusion? This start of a rom-com revolving around 2 people who just can't get their feelings across and both think their love is unrequited. I'll give this one a 1 episode rule. What can I say? I'm a rom-com freaking loser, so that I have to watch it. I'm like contractually obligated to. Then we have the most heretical last boss queen, from villainous to savior. Pride Royal Ivy is only 8 years old when she realizes that she's been reincarnated, destined to become the future wicked queen and final boss of an ultimate game. She's got it all in this new life: razor sharp wit, boss tier powers, and influence over the kingdom as crown princess. Determined to sow despair and destruction across the land, wait, what kind of rotten future is that? Princess Pride decides to stop the maniacal villainous plan and protect the male love interests instead, cheating her way to saving everyone she can. Will this final boss end up earning the adoration of her kingdom? I like the flipping the premise on its head. I'll do another 1 episode. So to count these all, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, if you count these down here, shows that we will be checking out this anime season. This is gonna be a big season. I told you it was stacked. Well, anyways, this season looks very, very promising, especially like these shows up here in these top 4 rows. Like, I think I have all of these. Yeah, I have all 4 rows as that. I'm at least gonna check them out. This season's gonna be freaking amazing, hopefully. Please? Hopefully? Maybe?